And welcome to another Amazon Transit video. You joined me quite a while ahead. The videos, I'm very sorry about the videos, are all roughly about a month behind. I'll start again. So yeah, I'm back on the van again today. I've been using it for the last month. I've had a few niggles along the way. It's not been plain sailing. As you've probably seen from the last video, I'm not sure where I'm up to with the video editing. I apologise. But anyway, today I'm just going through some electrical problems with the van, namely some weird issues with the headlights, and also getting to the bottom of the cruise control problem which I've been having, and the grille camera, which I'm starting to think the camera itself's knackered. But yeah, it might be something that you guys might be able to help me with. I'm going to put a post on the old transit forum, which when I had problems with the old Mark 7, I was always able to get some help off there in regards to that, whether I do have to take it to the dealership or whether I can do an update on Forscan. We'll see how we get on. But today I've just been underneath, because I'll show you in a second now with the computer. Forscan's plugged in. I've done a few scans of some bits off camera because a friend Gareth popped up to say hello and have a quick chat. So I've been a bit distracted with that, but I've just been underneath because Forscan's it lost connectivity with all the sensors on the front bumper. I'm like, that's a bit odd, that's going to be connected. Sure enough, the connector underneath wasn't quite home, so, and all the pins are corroded, so I've just sprayed that with some engine degreaser. It was the same as like a lubricant in it, it'll clean them up a bit, and plug that back in. And while I was under, I noticed there was a bolt missing off the belt housing, so I'm just going to put that in now. You can join me for this if you fancy it. So yeah, here we go. It's not very exciting. It's very much not exciting, but you see there's a hole right there where there should be a bolt, and there ain't a bolt. You can use the trusty rear key, which is going the wrong way. Try to do this with one hand. Have that thing on there. Get that bolted up. There you go. It might also sound why I was getting a weird rattle from that, because that wasn't on. There we are. The other thing I've got is the AC pump. It looks like it's been weeping a bit from the joint there, look. Which is odd because the AC works absolutely fine. But as I said, it's one of them. But yeah, the underneath here, if you have one of these vans or you know about them, it's supposed to have like a wind deflector thing which bolts up to these tabs here. See this tab? These tabs here. Whole thing's like a wind deflector that sits here. It funnels the air into the intercooler. But the one I've got is smashed to bits. And online they're about 100 quid. I'm like, does it need it? No, I'm not going to bother. So I've not got one. If anybody has one that's not smashed to bits, well, I will keep an eye out, but I'm not paying that for a bit of plastic just to divert some wind. I mean, yeah, I don't get it. It's over here somewhere in the junk pile. Incidentally, if anybody wants to buy a dented sliding door, a front door with a damaged hinge, they are much cheapness. Yeah, if you're interested. Anyway, right, that's that done. I've just got, what's going on here? Interesting. Right, let's bring you in. So, radio 2 down. So yeah, I've been driving around the van now for, that's a great shot, isn't it? Been driving around the van now for about a month, and I've had two issues with the clunking drive shaft. It turns out that I just didn't do the big bolts up hard enough. So the left hand side, as in that side, that's still clunking a bit. I might just tighten it up. The bolts are tight, but they're just obviously not tight enough. The biggest problem I had was I was getting this rattly bang stuff in front. It turns out I screwed up. I must have forgot. I've completely forgot to tighten. There's 5 bolts behind here which tighten the disc to the back of the hub, because the discs on these transits are mounted on the back of the hub, so you have to take the whole hub off. It's a stupid design, but I think that's normal with most commercial vehicles. And I just didn't tighten the 5 bolts up, so they'd all wound themselves slightly loose, and obviously couldn't come undone because this wheel's in the way. But it meant that the disc was kind of clackling on that side, and also a day later it started happening on this side. But I had a recollection, I don't think I actually tightened them up at all, or torqued them up. Certainly wouldn't have done on the other side, because the other side was against the building here, and I had like a foot to work with, so Yeah, it was not great. So anyway, we all make mistakes. But anyway, on the computer again today. Sorry, it's not great to read with this. I've just been waiting for it to download. So we've still got a load. So yeah, we'll look at these. Let's start with that one there. That is side obstacle module. Can you see that there? It's really not great, this. So lost communication with side obstacle detection module A. So we need to find out which side that is. I've got a feeling it's the one on, not this side, but the other side, and that's the one which was smashed off and was in the back. Of course, I patched it up and put it back on the new corner, so I've got a feeling that's probably knackered. But I'm going to do some wiring investigation first, make sure the connector didn't get damaged. This lot here, what's that there? Conditioning control module. I think all this is the front sensors. Yeah, see all these sensors. So I'm going to do a quick delete because I've plugged them back in. They were not there previously. So let's just see if I can delete those. There we go. Please cycle ignition off. Off. Okay, then back on. Has that done anything? What we got there now? Power marshal. Right, outer sensor. No, they're still there, look. Bugger. Left inner sensor. Well, they were BCM problems before, were they not? I'll have to watch the video back. Right, inner sensor. Left outer sensor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sensors. So I think the front has got 4 sensors? I don't know. I've just deleted the codes and come back, so that's not good. So we've got sensors and bumpers. We've got 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 in the bumper and there's 4 in the back. So we've got ourselves a bigger problem here, haven't we? I'll be honest, because I'm not an expert with these, and the IPC error there, if I'm not mistaken, that is to do with the lost connection with... I'm really sorry about this, folks. Getting a decent image on this camera is it's not liking this at all, is it? Anyway, lost communication with side obstacle detection module A. So that is, yeah, that's that module, side detection, but it's not telling me what it is. So yes, the BCM's got no faults. I don't know what that is. APC, lost communication, side obstacle module. So I'm wondering whether, because that side obstacle module is not working, or there's an error with it, it's not letting the cruise control work, because I'm not getting an error off that now. IPC, it's just that. Previously, I had a problem with the radar at the front. I'm not getting that now. And, yeah. Let me do some... Oh, let's see, what's that? Image processing module A. I think that is that camera. But after doing some research last time I did this, yeah, I think it's something to do with the camera firmware. Oh god, the light's coming from behind. It's the worst angle. Something to do with the unknown problem with firmware. This is what I mean. I think this whole van, like on IDS, I knew how to use IDS pretty well. On IDS, I could just download the data or latest build, software build for the van, and just do like a blanket update, the firmware, or BCM update, PCM update, which is like the power control module, or BCM is the body module in the van. I could do an update on it and then bring it up to the latest firmware. I don't know how to do it with the Forscan. I have no idea because I've not used this, so I'm going to have to do a bit of investigation work. But I thought today my aim was to find out if there's any electrical problems. So I'm going to turn my attention to that side obstacle module at the back, pull the bumper off, and do some probing with a meter and just see if I'm getting power to it. If it's getting power, the module when I did do that corner did have some damage. I took the module apart, took the lid off it, I'll show you in a bit when I pull it off and show you what I did. And I metered out all the pins on it. So the pins from the, sorry, I just got to do a sleep. So the pins from the circuit board of the module onto the outside of the unit, so the connector, and I had polarity on everything, so it's all working. But that corner, if I find the corner, I'll show you how badly it was smashed up. I wonder where it's just damaged the sensor. Ultimately, I've got a feeling the sensor itself is knackered. No obstacle avoidance sensor, that'd be another 100 and something quid to pay on something. But before I buy another sensor, I want to obviously make sure it is actually the sensor and not just the wiring that's knackered. So yeah, this is part of the fun of when you get some of these sort of problems with vans, isn't it? Or accident damaged vehicles, chasing electrical gremlins. So yeah, but I wasn't getting all these errors for all the sensors before parking aid module. So I wonder whether the fuse has gone on that, because it's got a fault with all of them. Let me do some digging and I'll get back to you. Right, sorry, it's been a while. There's no point in me keeping you all kind of like... I had a trouble with the license because Forscan, you have to do like submit a trial license. I've just tried to go on there. They don't make it easy to just buy a license, so I've got it. I'm starting to get a little frustrated with the software. I know it's supposed to be the best one for Ford, but sometimes I just think it might be easy. One of them like tablet things everyone uses, like made by, I don't know. You know that everyone online uses these like machines that plug in your ODB and just have like a screen with like a network of things going on. Sometimes I think that might just be easier. At the moment I'm just doing all this because what I've got. So I've just done some digging around. So I'm still working on the cruise control thing. I haven't done anything with the headlights. So the lost communication with side module B is the one that's on this side. A is the other side, and that's the one that's broken, and that's the one that I looked at. It was on a damaged corner, so I've just unplugged the one on this side, and I've got a fault with the one on this side. So I'm going to clear that fault now. If I just clear DTCs, reset DTCs, yes. So the one on this side should disappear. The one on that side, well, the one on the other side I've unplugged. So I wanted to see which side it was, because when I googled the error code, it was the one on this side, but it's obviously not, because it's just, yeah. So I'm just going to try that. See if that comes back. We'll see. Yeah, so look at APIMC module, lost communication with side detection. I've got a feeling this module is the reason why I'm just not getting any cruise control, and it's causing chaos with everything else. So I'm going to pull that bumper off the back now and have another look at it. If not, I'll just get a part number and order another one. I'll just probe, make sure there's power getting there, but all the wire and the loom across it is in good condition. I've just checked all the connections. There's no corrosion, nothing obvious, you know, sort of, yeah, so it's not looking good. I'll show you the module when I take it off. I mean, it didn't look great when I took it off, but like I said before, I did meter the pins on it with a meter when I took it off the vehicle months ago, and it did meter all right, but the corner it's off took quite a bit of a smack, so chances are it's just knackered the module out, in which case it is what it is, isn't it? So anyway, I'll get the bumper off and I'll show you what's going on down there. Right, so I've just taken all the screws out. So I unplugged the wiring loop. That's the wiring loop there. Just unplug that. Oh, that's quite loose. Interesting. What's holding that in? I've got a sneaky screw up there. It seems to be not wanting to come out. Deal. Oh, there's a screw up there, look. This door's in the way. Let's have the door open. Bear with me. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be stopping the badger. Alright, let's take this off. Trying to do this with one hand whilst getting you guys the inside intel. Oh, there's the beepy thing, look. I wonder what that was. Right, as you can see, there's a ghetto fix going on here. But that wasn't all the way in. So there is a sneaky parking sensor. So I can't remember whether, I think this is the loom off the donor piece, as in like this loom was off this piece when I got it. The only thing that wasn't here was this sensor. So has to be because I took it off before. But you can see the unit's got a bit of a crack on it, where it looked like that's bent. But I think I'm going to throw that back on. Oh, could there be something serious that's just not going on because that repair I've done there? I'm going to just just going to put this back in here because, right, 1 minute, let's just show that, because that wasn't all the way in. So yeah, that's not going all the way in. That'll probably definitely not help, will it? Sorry you're not really seeing much of it, folks. I'm just trying to, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to fix a bloody problem here. I just want to get fed up with this fault. Yeah, that's not going all the way in, that. Look at that there. It's not looking great there, is it? Doesn't help that I've put a piece of cable tie in the way there, so I can't. Let's delete the cable tie. There we go. Cable tie deleted. Let's have a proper look. Yeah, look at that tarnished pin there. That doesn't look pretty at all, does it? Yeah, look at that blue wire there. That blue wire looks like it's had it. In fact, I'd go as far as say I don't think there's any copper there. So we're going to put you on there. See this blue wire here I'm looking at? Oh, there you go. I'm not saying that's the fault, but this corner had a smack. And yeah, like I say, the sensor doesn't look 100%, but it looked alright. Right, I'm gonna. Oh, there you go. Going for a spin there. Just get this insulation tape off here and get a bit more. That's it. Get a bit more of the loom revealed to make sure there's no more damage in there. Oh dear. I mean, this is all part of the fun, isn't it? If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, wouldn't they? Are they not? I'm the only idiot who is doing it. But I've watched enough videos online of other people enjoying these lovely episodes of chaos, trying to fix electrical gremlins and finding out like it is, you know, loom's broken. I can't be asking to get a pair of pliers, so I'm just doing it that way. Oh, you go. Nice, like going for a spin, don't you? So it looks like we've got a couple of wires there, look, which aren't looking great. They've all had a bit of action, haven't they? That one looks okay. That looks okay. They all look okay. They're all the pull test. These here do not look okay. That one is, let's see, some corrosion started there. That's actually copper, that is. This one here, that one there, yeah, that's gone as well, look. So we've got two cables, maybe three there, including this one, that one. So I'm just going to get some tools. I can open this connector and seeing if there's any copper left, because I've had the problem with the front bumper when I did that repair on the front sensor at the front. It looked like that was not. I had to strip the wire right back because the corrosion had gone in here. I couldn't solder them back on. But it looks promising, you know. Chances are one of these is going to be important, isn't it? So, what are we looking at? There's one there. So we've got those two. So it's these two black wires. Two black wires, I'm guessing. Where do they go? Do they go anywhere important? Two black wires. Whether they go to this sensor or whether they go to that little parking sensor. Either way, it ain't good, is it? So let's look at getting that repaired quickly so I can get this. I'm hoping that is our problem. So right, let's get some tools. Sorry, stuff in my face. I don't know whether you find this interesting, so I'm gonna film it anyway. Might edit it out. Just someone just talking to myself. Incidentally, there's never anyone up here who's on here with me, so I'm just having a back end of a cold or something, so let's just take this off. Don't know what this is going to do. It's just a cover or something. So. What a crap design, actually, incidentally, folks, because look at this, all this shit in here, look. All this, yeah. What a rubbish design. This is some sort of, I don't know what that is. A bit of rubber there, is it? It feels rubbery. It looks like some sort of rubber membrane. Let's see if I can prise that out. I might actually go and get the multimeter in a minute as well. I'm just checking all these are live from 12 volts. I'm much luckier. That's not wanting to come out. I mean, I could see if I can just sleeve them up, but it's got to get past this. I'd rather get that out, see if I can solder it directly to the pins. That'd be nice. Yeah, look, it wants to come out, it just ain't coming out. Oh, there you go, kind of moving. I can see the connections under there. It's me prodding around with a metal screwdriver. I'm bound to make something go wrong, aren't I? Excuse me. Oh god, yeah, look at it, I'm wrecking it. Absolutely wrecking it, who cares? Just get the thing off. Like a silicone thing, look. Yeah, whatever. Get off. I'm gonna tape this up afterwards anyway. Don't even know whether this is the problem. I mean, I'm pretty damn good guess if it is, isn't it? Because either way, 2 broken wires isn't going to do anything any good, is it? Green one went through there. Blue one went through there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to just see if I can just put these 2 wires together. Connect it all up and see if the fault goes away. That's still connected even though it's all perished. That one is. These 2 are the trouble ones, look. But at least I can see the pins in there, look. So I can solder to them, worst case scenario. I just don't know how they come out. Be like a tool, you have to push them in there, I'd imagine, to get them out. But meanwhile, let's see if I can just get these pliers onto. There's a bit of copper there, but not a lot. Yeah, that's badly corroded. Right, I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to get the multimeter and see if these are live before I. Right, progress. I thought I'd just grab a bit of random loom to just strip some cable off. I thought I'd show you the knackered bit of corner bumper. So that's the knackered one. You can see that's how it's supposed to look versus that's how it looks now. Look, I'll just bring that there so you can see it. That's the replacement one, and that's the. So I think I can understand why that has had a bit of a beating. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that actually still has a piece of sensor there, look, which is the missing bit from that one, which I've kind of like ghettoed on a washer. Yeah, I'll see if I can liberate that screw. Look, they say the flange is missing off it. I'll see if I can maybe just stick that on with a bit of glue. Well, I think actually no, I think that's rounded off. Yeah, I can't get that out. That's stuck inside. Oh, whatever. It's on. If it don't work, it don't work, does it? But this is definitely a problem. So I've had to cut that blue one all the way back there. It's tarnished, so that one had current going through it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have tarnished as badly. This one's okay. That one I managed to get some solder on, even though it is absolutely corroded, but it's much better now. And you can see the 2 in there. The camera's not really zooming in, sorry. 2 in there, look, is yeah, anyway, they're soldered in, so I'm going to extend these now into there. using a bit of, this is the old loom off the radar from the crashed piece. I've just got because it's the only bit of wire I've got. I threw a lot of the scrap out, so I'm going to salvage a piece of wire out of that now, and then we'll solder it onto that. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, sorry, I've been filming. I've just been trying to get it done, to be honest with you. Because I've had one problem with this. Trying to get in a position where I'm not going to get cramped. So I've sacrificed this cable here, and I want to use one colour to replace one there. So that cable, look at the state of that. This cable's from in the middle of this to this loom with these two connectors. I've cut it out there, and this, I mean, I guess corrosion's got in, but look at that. That's a fresh bit of cable. Both ends, look. It's not good, is it? So I've had to use the same colour. So I've soldered it on down there. I'm just going to use the rectal expansion tool to put this Hellman sleeving on. This is what I use when I'm doing like the audio bits and box here, when I'm making, you know, XLR connectors on audio equipment. I'm just trying to find an example of something I'd typically be using this for. So like a bit of microphone cable, I'd normally put some sleeving on there to make it nice and neat, as well as the sleeving on there. And yeah, like XLR connectors, you know, microphone plugs, I'd always put the sleeving on the back to protect the edges, protect the contact, sorry. But in here I'm going to put this over here like this, put that down there over the contact, and pull that out, he says confidently. There you go. So that's now gone over that solder joint. So I've done the other one. So now I'm going to put that through that hole there. I was going to test this, wasn't I? I never did. Couldn't be bothered. And now I'm going to solder that onto there. So another piece of Hellman. Got a 1.2mm Hellman to be exact, folks. For those who are really bothered, put the rectal expansion tool back, so I can just push that over the edge like that. Again, this cable was so tarnished, I had to use a blade to shine it up to get the solder to take. So I'm just going to tin the edge a bit more on it. My gas soldering iron, still haven't found it. So you can see that on the camera, that it's not going to take particularly well. Just put a bit more solder on it. That's as good as we're going to get, I think. They're so tarnished, these connections. Push that over. Right, that is on there. The only thing is that's not going to go past there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can just get that rubber thing somewhat back on there. And I'm just going to absolutely slaver this thing in electrical tape, I think. Because those repairs I've just done. Yeah, like this copper, this big thick cable here, look. So I'm just going to move them to one side. I'm just going to get a bit of PVC tape around there, because I've not got Hellman. I haven't cut it, so I can't put any of the Hellman sleeving over. So all I have got is some electrical tape. We can put that around it. Professional. Wrap that around a few times. It's not the proper way of doing it, people, but it will do. I think I might look at the part code for this loom and see about maybe getting a new loom for it, perhaps. I think it might be a good idea, because the Welsh weather here in Wales and all these wires is not going to have a good time. The Welsh roads and the Welsh weather are going to have pay absolute chaos with this. Right, I'm going to basically professionally repair this by putting electrical tape around it, like so. Around there. I haven't tested it yet, so of course I'm doing it the proper way. But it should work, right? If not, I'll be taking this all back off again. Well, I mean, those two wires hanging off are definitely going to be a reason for it, though, aren't they? Right, those tarnished pins in there aren't looking too great, so let's make them not as tarnished. So I reckon that's probably been live this entire time, that pin. Or when it after the accident, the battery's probably still connected and just, yeah, absolutely annihilated it. Oh, we're going to time out. Right, I think, to be honest with you, I think we're just going to go for it. What we've got to lose, eh? Let's plug all this crap back in. We can always fine tune all this later. I just want to see if it solves the problem, because if it does, that connector's not going all the way on, is it? Because that bloody washer there, look. Great. I mean, that doesn't help neither, is it? I'm going to get that. See, the washer. Not letting that plug go on. Oh my god. Right. Just that's the sensor anyway, for those of you at home. That clicks on there, clicks on there, that goes in there. Dude, doesn't really want to go in that at all. I haven't got the original loom for this, I don't know what's happened to it. It's just not clicking in. It's supposed to click in, isn't it? It's like it's going so far and stopping. Interesting. Looks like it should go about there, shouldn't it? Well, I suppose it is actually. Just not clicking in, folks. Try pushing that there. Right, that clicked. Right, I'm excited. Get up. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, we got the usual warnings. Okay, collision. Pre-collision assist not available. We know. So see if it at least gets rid of some of these warnings. Side module A now. It was B before. That's strange, isn't it? Let's reset the codes, because stupid computer, go away. There you go. Let's reset the codes and see what happens. Try again. We've still got the usual traffic one. Still got all the usual things. Read DTCs. Yes, we know. Let's just read them again. It says unable to read DTCs. 1827. It's not on the radar. It's not. It can't read DTC for some reason. I don't know, folks. What's SODR? Drive battery alert. Driver display LED. Fault short circuit to earth, or short to open or battery open. Side obstacle detection module, right. Still the module that's right hand side is still broken. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we only got that, so driver display alert, status, malfunction lamp is on for DTC. Is it? Does it mean that there? I don't know. I don't know. Service functions. I don't know what I'm looking at here. RTC boot. Module reboot. Front camera alignment calibration. I don't think that's coming up with any issues at the moment. It might be a case I just need to drive the van, but at the moment it's not as many DTCs there, is there? There's only that one there. SODR. I might have to Google that one. Side obstacle control module, right. Interesting. I'm gonna get the multimeter out and do some meter readings, I think. See what it's doing. See if we've got like power going to it and things like that. But that one I think I plugged back in. Yeah, because that one's not giving an error. So this one's no longer giving an error. It's exciting. But I think I might do some cable cleaning of the contacts anyway. So I don't think that's supposed to be bent. No. But might still have to get a new one. So I'm going to take some photographs of this in case I have to get a new one. Right. So got this module out anyway. So I've had a quick Google on eBay. Cheapest one on there is 120 quid. So I think I'm going to just persevere, seeing if it's just a case of it just needs time to recalibrate itself. If not, I'll buy a new one. But I only got one warning, and that's I'll look into that thing. But I mean, yeah, that's not good. But I do remember opening this up and see all those pins in there. I remember belling all those pins out onto the circuit board inside, and they all had continuity between here and the circuit board inside, so there was no break between there and in there. But I mean, it came off that, so I mean, yeah, that bit there didn't get, you know, it's here, it's got smashed in, isn't it? But you don't know, do you? You just don't know. It definitely had one, didn't it? You know, that bit's definitely torn in there, look, see? So it's definitely pushed that in. So I'm probably going to end up getting a new one, but you know what, for the time being, I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna put it back in. I've just given this all a clean because it was, well, you saw it before, it was minging. I'm gonna put it all clean, get this on there, put it all back together, and just see how we get on. Because it's not much to take it off. So if it is a problem, I will just take it off and put a new one on, because I think that's probably what's wrong with it. But in the interest of make do amend, I'm going to try and see if make do amend will work for the time being. So another 120 quid I don't have to spend, if you know what I mean. So right, I'm going to do that and put it back together. I'll come back in when we're somewhere near. Right, it is getting quite late in the day now, so I'm going to call it. But just looking on some forums, but I've put all the back together, so it's all back together. All the bumpers are back on. That's back in. Just double checked all the wiring. The other thing it is, I ran a bit of coaxial cable from the door, soldered 2 bits of coax and run it through the van, because I bought a rear view mirror off eBay, which goes up there, and it is, I think, let me just grab it quickly, I'll show you. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's here. So I've got this. So this is off an Amazon van that had the door fitted, so I had to splice into that little coaxial connector, and I need to run power to it. But yeah, that fits up there. Basically, it just shows you all the time the what's happening at the back of the van. I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I'd like that idea. I've got the camera in the back door, so why not? So I've ran the coaxial cable that's now coiled up here. So that's a job for another day. I'm not doing that. At least the cable's in, and just need to wire it into that. I can't find the connector for this. I don't know what that is. It's a Ford specific. I can normally pretty good at finding things, folks, but I can't find that. So I'll have to splice into that, and that connector. Well, it's pot luck. I might have something that might go in there. Who knows? Anyway, enough about that. This is the only DTC I've got left on here now. So it's still side obstacle module malfunction, short circuit, the battery are open, so I don't know what that means. There's no faults from it, it's not throwing up like an error code. Still got everything on the dash, so I'm going to do what most people do. I'm just going to take it for a drive. I'm going to take it home now. This van normally lives at the quarry, it normally lives up here, and I usually use my old Mark 7 because it's just a smaller van. But I'm going to take this home and just see if it makes any difference. If not, I think we all know the answer to the problem. I'm going to have to buy another module for the corner because it's had an accident. It's been smashed in. You've seen the state of that piece there. It's mangled, so I think it's inevitably been damaged. So, but it's a lot of money to throw at something if it doesn't fix the problem, right? So, anyway, there we are. You know, the cable's good. I tested the pins. I was getting voltage from one side, and then the same on the other side. They're both getting power. I haven't got any way to test the data lines, the CAN bus lines. I haven't got an oscilloscope or a portable oscilloscope with me to see what the data's like. So, I don't have a schematic for the van, so that might be something else to look at. But versus my time mucking about throwing 120 quid at a new sensor, when I think it might just be the sensor. I don't know. But this is all part of it, isn't it? But to only have one fault left is... Well, actually, no, we have another one there. Look, we get ACCM error. Oh, air conditioning. Weird. The air conditioning works. But anyway, it's the one error. It's not too bad. So, like I say, I'm going to take it for a drive. See if it just calibrates itself. It might just, because I've read so much crap online now about like you just sometimes it just self-calibrates. So I'm going to do that, take it for a drive back home, and see how we get on. And hopefully that is the last electrical gremlins, and then it's just on to do, ideally just getting on to doing bodywork and that horrible thing up there. This bit here, getting that sorted. And then some of the bodywork around the van and figuring out how to do that, because the van does look a mess. It just looks embarrassing, doesn't it? Let's face it. But yeah, I will do that. I'm gonna go and start packing all the crap up now, and yeah, then go back. So that's probably the end of today's video. Hope it's been useful. I mean, I didn't know whether filming like electrical problems is useful for people. I haven't quite finished. I've got to do the headlights at some point as well, haven't I? But that's probably another day, for a thing for another day. I'm going to try and see if I can replicate the error that happened the other day, because it definitely did have an error. Because, yeah, actually, let me explain. So we got so you can see the halo's not on around the DRLs aren't on. So that's the main beam. And these apparently come on when you go around a corner. They only light up when you're going around a corner. Now, I put LEDs in them, so I'm wondering whether it's a fact of it just doesn't like the LEDs. But, sorry, camera locked itself, weird. Yeah, and I've changed these these two LEDs from what are they called? Exxon. Yeah, I've changed to LEDs, and they are quite bright. But I must admit, they're not as bright as that one. The lights on that, but then I've changed that to LEDs. But they're Osrams. These are like the only ones I could find which would fit in these enclosures, are just some Amazon specials. So they do the job. It lights up the road okay. Could be better, so I might look at maybe. I mean, I'm going to have a roof rack on it to cover the majority of the damage, and I'm going to have some light bars or single lights which I'll get to come on with the high beams, because why not? You know, it'd be nice to have some proper lights up there. But yeah, the other thing I noticed does work on it, which I wasn't expecting to work, is the van has automatic high beams. So I was driving back the other day, the high beams came on the 483 when it got really dark, no one coming. I was about to flick them on myself, and they came on. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So, and then the car coming the other way, and then they went off. So I was like, oh, that's pretty trick. So the camera up there is definitely working, because that's what apparently enables that to happen. So I got a feeling I need to do some coding, because the DRLs are supposed to be on all the time, and when the indicator comes on, they're supposed to dip, apparently. I don't know, but we'll find out. Anyway, I'm definitely going now and waffling on too much, so I will see you in the next one. Bye. Parcel.
Thank you, sir.
You don't have to sign for it, I don't think.
No.